Celebrating a century, 100 years of J.J. Smith & Co. Woodworking Machinery Limited. In 1923, the Flying Scotsman went into service. The original Wembley Stadium opened in London. And in Liverpool, John James, Percy, William and Thomas Smith became the city's first Fab Four when they opened a specialist mechanical and engineering company. It soon became known around the region as the home of innovation. Fast forward 100 years, and J.J. Smith remains at the forefront of woodworking machine technology and expertise. And while technology has undoubtedly moved on, what hasn't changed are the values and culture that are the foundation of this business, with family at its heart.
J.J. Smith is a real, true family business, not just from the ownership point of view, but from the employees as well.
Coming into a family business was a little bit daunting because, you know, most of the staff are related in some way and I'm totally not related to anybody. So it was a little bit daunting, but they just all honestly make you feel like part of the family.
Everyone's very close. It's all like one big family. Everyone knows everybody knows everybody's children, everybody knows who they're married to, you know, how many kids they've got. There's no sort of us and them at all. We're all one big happy family.
Not just state-of-the-art machinery, but happy memories and enduring friendships are made at J.J. Smith.
Well, probably working in the old factory in Melling, when I was still at school. I used to go in the school holidays and help clean machines and paint machines, and that will have been 48, 49, 50 years ago. And that's my earliest memory, and the smell of the place, the oil and yeah, it sticks in your mind forever.
I was asked to take over as MD by my two cousins, Kath Stanley and Joan Jones, who were Uncle Tom's two daughters. And they were excellent. Two women who knew how a household worked, and we needed a bit of that, I can tell you.
When my mum worked in the office, in the accounts office, I came into J.J. Smith in the summer holidays, donned a pair of rather oversized overalls and was left to clean machines and do all the dirty jobs that no one else wanted to do.
My mum worked here, and I remember as a young child saying, "Mum, tell us something funny that happened in work." And she always could, you know. And I hope that I could to my boys, because they would say the same to me.
We had this massive press going to South Africa, and we were under tremendous pressure. So we would work, the engineers would work through the night, and Colin, my uncle, would supply the chips from the local fish and chip shop. When we got to near the deadline, we were still behind. So Colin said to me, "Do you think you could do some cleaning on the machine?" So I put my overalls on, got my gloves on. Well, no, I don't think we had gloves in those days. And continued to clean the machine with the Martex and WD-40. And I was absolutely exhausted.
I worked a lot with Bruce Smith. I was working a lot directly for him, really. He gave me all my jobs. And he used to turn up unexpected. Always when we were having a tea break, he turned up. in so much so we always made an extra cup of tea.
A culture built on caring and trust means that our people forge long careers here.
I like working here. I like working with the people, and I've made lots of friends, which are like lifelong friends.
Really good friendships. Some of us are like family in our department, and the support that we have for each other is second to none, really.
Because we're in Liverpool, you've got to have a laugh in Liverpool. And it's the people who make anywhere, really, isn't it?
It is a fantastic environment to work in. I previously worked in a really large corporate environment where you were just a number. In J.J. Smith, you actually feel like a person. who's respected and who counts.
You know, I think we care about people's whole lives, not just the bit that we see. So we're very conscious of where people have come from, where they're going to, the other complications that make them human beings. And I think that's really important.
I think for me, I was sort of quite ill last year, and the support that I've had, you know, from the company has been really good, and I do appreciate that.
If you're ill or you've had something happened in your life that's not very nice, they're always there to say, are you okay? Do you need time off? Do you need some help with this? And that's quite valuable, I think, because a lot of companies now are so impersonal about things like that, but they're not like that here.
Yeah, I would say that the trust is a big part of it. The culture here is, yeah, it's very trustworthy, and people respect you for who you are, and they don't try to push you to be one way, which I think is quite important. You're allowed to be you.
You'll find out a lot of people have worked here for a long time, and that's a sign of a nice company and a good company.
This wealth of knowledge and a commitment to learning over generations has resulted in a workforce unrivaled in expertise. I think we have a real culture of knowledge transfer. So within the business, there are lots of people who've got loads of skills to pass on. We say we're in a very specialised industry. You can't go on a lot of specialist training courses to learn a lot of the things that we do. The knowledge is here within the business, and that takes time to develop, and we know that. And so that's why we invest in people. We want people to stay for a long time, because that's how we build up this huge bank of knowledge.
I'm an apprentice, and the company obviously dedicates a lot of their time towards apprentices. I'm forever grateful for the company for doing what they do for us.
Not many companies are like this now that go on for 100 years and stuff like that, so it is rare. So when I tell people that I know, they're a bit shocked sometimes, obviously.
There's the tradition, the 100 years tradition, which may suggest that they're a very old-fashioned company, but by the same instance, they're always looking what we can do next with innovation around the machines we sell.
And there's always a passion for the machinery, and you can just hear it in the conversation. They really know what to ask the customer to meet their expectations.
You know, it's quite a big achievement for any company to sort of reach 100 years. So obviously the people that have worked previously and working now, they know what they're talking about. They're able to provide good service.
And really they are the lifeblood of the company. The employees have helped us through this 100 years.
The previous generations would be so proud of what we've all achieved in that period of time.
I would like to say thank you to all of the people who have ensured that we have got to being 100 years old. And that's all of the people who have worked with us and for us along the way, and all of our customers and our suppliers. I can't imagine what the world will look like in 100 years. I know it'll be incredibly different from what it is now. We've innovated for the past 100 years, and if we carry on innovating, we've got a bright future ahead. Respect, happiness, expertise, innovation, dedication, family. These are the foundations on which JJ Smith is built, and which will ensure our success for many years to come.